A few years ago, I put out Evolution Persecution. No? Doesn't ring a bell? I know you've heard this one. A couple years ago, around the election, I put out the presidential race. Nothing. You know, a lot of people don't realize this, but I've sold lots of copies to members of my family. I have a website, get a lot of hits. You might want to check it out. A lot of great information. www.google.com. My love life is about as successful as my comedy career. I'm divorced. I have a 13-year-old son. I have custody tonight. Well, yeah, I picked him up here for the show. And ours was a marriage not exactly made in heaven. We did a couple things well. We fought well. And we had great sex. My ex-wife doesn't miss the sex, but she does miss the fighting. So, and if you go back to the very beginning, there were signs. There were signs. So what we're going to do right now is an audience participation joke. Every single person in this room, correct me if I'm wrong, has been involved in a relationship where there have been red flags going up all over the place, and we just ignore them and muddle through. So when I get to a red flag, together, we are going to say, not a good sign, okay? All right, now we're going to practice, okay, just so we get this right. Okay. If you're out on a date at a fancy restaurant, and your date takes out a switchblade and cuts up her meat. Very good, very good. We got this down. Okay. All right. When the day you look over at her and say, "That's who I want to spend the rest of my life with," is the same day that O.J. Simpson commits a double murder. When you're on your honeymoon and you're staying on the 14th floor of a fancy hotel in the Caribbean in Curacao, and you walk outside and you can see the entire city, and you take a deep breath. You fantasize about jumping off the balcony. When you've been married 31 days, and you've already been married longer than your first marriage. But we managed to keep a semblance of a relationship. We see each other a few times a year in court. We've been in court forever. We've been in court since our son was born. His first words were, "All rise." Since my divorce, I've dated a lot of women. I went out with, does anybody know the term Jewish American princess? Yeah, I went out with a Jewish American princess for a while. Things got really serious. One day she called up her parents and said, "Mom, Dad, I'm going to marry Rich." And she found out that was just my name. Then I met the girl of my dreams. I mean, she was hot, sizzling. We agreed on everything. We had this connection. We saw eye to eye. We were on the same page. I mean, we agreed on politics, religion, and in fact, we had too much in common. We both liked women. True story. Not a good sign. Okay, at this point, I'm going to fulfill a lifelong dream, and I'm going to sing a song with one of my childhood heroes. So let's give a big hand to the legendary Jonathan Edwards. Okay, now, does everybody know the song Hey Soul Sister? Yeah, okay. This is my version. This is for the people over there with John Lovett, some of the White House people. And this is about our president, Mr. Barack Obama. You got a mic?
I'm now going to move my chair so I can become a mic stand.